What's going on, guys? It is Thursday. Normally we are on Wednesday, but of course, all kinds of stuff was going on yesterday. Well, actually, it was more like a couple of us weren't going to be here, so we wanted to try to get at least everybody somewhat together. But here we are, Thursday. Hey, we're still within the 30-minute, that 7:30 realm. So 7:30-ish. It is the Geek Saga. I am your host, Eugene, which I am a veteran. My other veteran partner is not on tonight. Honestly, I don't know where the heck he went. I think he got lost in Vegas.
Probably. Not a bad place to get lost.
It is. I mean, we've all seen the movie Hangover, so we know what could possibly happen. But I know that he took a picture with Mark Wahlberg and a couple other people over at Wahlburger. He was all excited. You could see it on his face. He had the biggest smile in the world. But yeah, so that's where I know he was at. He was celebrating his birthday and also his son's birthday. So, I know they got home safe.
Well, happy birthday to them. Oh, man.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you guys have never watched the show, usually two salty veterans that are huge geeks. We love to come on here and talk all geek stuff. We also got our salty professor down there, which is Mike, and we have our salty office worker Nancy.
I'm not salty.
You're not salty?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hit our age and then you'll be
okay.
Straight salty. Okay, so she's our smiley office worker.
Yeah.
Better? Okay, all right. But what's going on, guys? I haven't seen you guys in, God, it's been 2 weeks, huh?
Has it?
Well, we were on the show last week, right?
Yeah.
It seems like a while, though.
It does.
It does.
A lot has happened. We've done so much.
We have. I mean, shoot, you guys did a parade this weekend, which was pretty cool. I mean, it was fun.
It was hot and it was fun.
Well, okay. So aside from it being hot, it was fun, which is good. Mm-hmm. And then you guys actually met Edward James Olmos, which
for you. That was all you.
Oh my God. I was like, I wanted to cry.
He called you out.
He did.
Yep. And there was no way I was gonna sit on the side. I'm just like, nah, this is happening now for Eugene.
Yep.
Well, that was awesome. I appreciate that because that dude, I seriously love everything he's worked on. And the funny thing was that the night before, I actually watched Mi Familia.
Oh, nice.
Which is a great movie. And he's in it. He doesn't have a huge part, but he's the narrator, which I always love hearing him, talk. So it was really cool for you guys
to say your name.
Yeah, yes, he said your name.
Hear my name. It was like, hey.
And he's listening to your podcast.
I hope he listens because that'd be awesome if he listens.
He is. Mr. Almost. Good to hear from you again. Eugene wants to have you on the show.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh my
Our people
God.
will talk to your people.
If he was to come on the show, I'd mess my pants. That's all I got to say.
When he comes on the show.
When he comes on the show, it'd be just a mess. He'd pop on the screen right there like our normal guest and be like, I'd be like, hi! And then, okay, let's go on with the interview. And Nancy is now ready to go. But I was actually at Golden Apple on Sunday for the signing of the What If comic, of Aliens, which was actually really cool. I got to meet Paul Reiser and his son Leon Reiser. And then I also got to meet Adam F. Goldberg, which if you guys don't know who Adam F. Goldberg is, the Goldbergs, was it the Muppets, Mayhem, Fanboy, like just a whole slew of stuff that this guy has done. Ginormous geek, just like the rest of us, which is really cool. And I got to meet him, met his son also. Who else? Oh, I finally got to meet Brian Volkweiss in person, which was really cool. And I don't know if you guys were watching. I'm talking to you two because, you guys weren't watching, which I was hurt. I was hurt. That's all I got to say. But I actually got to meet Richard Chavez, which played Poncho from The Predator, just walked up randomly.
Nice.
Just he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm here for." It's like what? And we were just like, "Holy crap! All right, cool." So
Did you do the handshake?
Heck no, man! I don't want to embarrass him with these guns. He's an older guy. He was like, I'm 72, and it's like, but he wants to come on the show, which is actually really cool. He's a Vietnam veteran at that too.
Oh man!
So seriously, awesome to meet him, and just everybody else that showed up, and they did the autographs. Everybody was really cool with me to talk to me, and so yeah, it was a cool event. Missed out. It's okay. You guys will get the next one. You definitely.
I mean, we got Terrifier, so yeah.
This is true. How was that?
The movie. I like the movie. It was fun. Yeah, it was funny. But I mean, we have our other guests too to like talk about it. So.
Okay, but still, I want to hear from you guys.
Okay.
It's our show, guys. I mean,
it was a lot. There was a lot of blood, which that was cool.
That's what I heard. I heard it was a lot of blood, and it was just a lot of. I guess people have been walking out because it was just that first opening scene.
Bad.
So
it was funny.
I'm gonna have to seriously worry about Nancy up here.
What?
No, it was good. It was pretty damn funny. I mean, the whole entire thing. But yeah, you should have seen the look on her face. I saw the look on everyone's faces. Her face, yeah, she may not be salty, but I do believe there are some of those dark humor tendencies there.
Well, it's because I like fake gore, because I know it's fake, like, and it looks fake, so that's like kind of, it's more of the art of it, That's what I like about it. But then I watched what's the other one, Smile 2.
Yeah, how was that? I saw you went to that too.
Yeah, so that one, like, compared to those two, I liked Terrifier more. Yeah. I think Smile 2 is a little bit, I guess they made it look a little bit more realistic, but I don't know. I just like there was more action, more humor, and so much more blood and everything for Terrifier.
It was the juxtaposition of the Halloween and the Christmas, and both. I felt like it was like something else we're going to talk about later today in the show. But I mean, the overall Frida Cinema, Trevor, if you're listening on your team, thank you, folks. You folks were freaking amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for getting those tickets for Nancy and Mike, and also for our two guests that we brought out with us, which was awesome. So we hope to be able to do more stuff with them, and we'll see what comes in the future. Because, I mean, shoot, we're almost to the end of the year. We're already thinking of next year. So we're definitely going to be lining up a lot more stuff for next year. We got a couple – actually, we are going to be having new shows coming out. I'm going to throw it out there, throw it into the universe, because we want to make sure that the universe hears. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Bring yes. All right. But we are going to be actually creating 2 new shows along with some new content with our very own Nancy, who's going to be showing you guys some cosplay stuff. I had to throw it out there too, but we're doing that. Yeah. And then on top of that, like I said, 2 new shows that we're going to be putting out. Those are going to be more pre-recorded. And I really hope that you guys will enjoy it, because I'm excited for it. And I'll tell you guys more. Nancy, I told a little bit about, but I'll tell Mike after the show more about that too, because, dude, that's all I got to say.
All right.
Did you get that? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. No,
so anyways, let's move on to our affiliates and sponsors. Let's talk about those guys, because we want them to get money, because if they get money, we get money, and we're all happy, right?
I like money.
There you go. Nancy, I'm gonna get you one of those money guns.
Right.
It's a segment, and you'll be all. And then afterwards, you're gonna have to pick it up and reuse them, because I'm not gonna have more. But all right, guys. So we're gonna start out with Ulanzi. Ulanzi is a great company. They make a lot of great things, like that thing that holds the camera right there, the arm, tripods, lights. A lot of the lights that I use are actually Ulanzi. I do have a cage that I use on my camera that is a Ulanzi product. Microphones that these guys used at Comic-Con are Ulanzi also, which worked.
worked really well.
Worked really well. When Mike was using them, they worked amazing. I don't know what
You
happened.
could put them on anything: spatulas, lapels.
Spatulas?
I was like, oh my god, I gotta get him a new Wham stand mic. Actually, I'm getting both you guys Wham stand mics because yeah, I was like, why is he using a spatula? And then I said, oh, I never gave them the Wham stand mics. So we're getting you guys those too. But click on the link in our bio. It'll send you straight to Ulanzi. Purchase from them helps us out. But again, they are great products. We really haven't missed on them. Like Mike said, the microphone that he uses is great. It picks up everything. Well, not
fits in a utility belt.
Yeah, it's in his utility belt there. So next we're moving on to Renegade Game Studios, and I gotta fix this thing to shift it better to where we can see what's in that corner. Close enough. Anyways, Renegade Game Studios is another affiliate of ours. They're a great company. They have a lot of great IPs such as Transformers, My Little Pony, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, but they create deck building games along with RPGs. If you know how to play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, you'll be able to play any of their RPGs. So, great company. I do have that Transformer deck builder game. It's a lot of fun. The artwork's amazing, and the figures that they give you in the RPGs are actually pretty damn detailed. So it's really cool to be able to get all this stuff. Check them out. Again, the bio is in our link. Or reverse that. The link is in our bio. And if you order from them, obviously it's going to help us out. So check them out. All right, guys. Next we have, which is somebody that we really love and actually got some great reactions at LA Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah. I love that guy.
Legendary Supplements is a great supplement, guys. If you need to be focused, take one of those Kraken and you are focused. Mike, you've tried it?
Tried it. Loved it. Would try it again. Would take it again.
Nancy, did you try it?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to get you some. But I did get a lot of great reactions from other people that I've handed it out to, not just at LA Comic-Con, but I've even handed it out here where I'm at. And they said, I was really focused. And it was just like, and I actually drank some yesterday when I was working on some videos, and it did help. I was focused. So, guys, if you want something that's focused, that's going to reset your brain, hit you hard on that reset button up in there, like a tentacle going up your nose, this is the stuff to get. Click on the link that's in our bio, or you can just go to their website, use Geek Saga 77, and you'll get yourself some Kraken. All right, guys, one more that we've got. Actually, two more. I swear, this is two more. Movo cameras is, you know what? They're not just camera gear. They're also microphones, which the microphone that you're hearing me right here, the microphone that you're hearing Mike on, the microphone that...
Right here. That's Movo.
She's smiling. Oh, yes, there we go. The eyeball that you're seeing right there, those are Movo microphones, which they are great microphones. They've got a lot of great products. I use a lot of their microphones. I've actually just purchased another lavalier mic, so I can test those out, compare it to Ulanzi's, but they're a little bit bigger, but they actually seem to work pretty good. So I'm really excited. So Movo, click on their link in the bio. Also get to them. You purchase from them. Helps us out. Use their stuff because it's great. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about it. And the last thing, which I want to throw a shout out to for some friends that we made.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Oh, I can't fix it.
Yeah. It looks good. You got the moving action.
Wait.
The
there we go. That's
look at that. You got a nice little tripod now.
So, Watchers TCG, guys. Look, I even have it right here. Oh, shoot. I'm ready with props. It's a great deck game. It's also another one of those where it's a deck building game. This is not the reason why it's not open is because I actually have another set, so that's why this one's not open. I have opened it, just so you guys know. But great company, great bunch of people that work over there. Alex, Rob, Nick, Donna, all of them, great people that we met over at LA Comic-Con. Had a lot of fun talking to all of them and getting to know about the game. So if you guys get a chance, look it up. Watchers TCG. Purchase the game. It's a lot of fun. It's almost like I don't want to say Pokemon in space, but it's like I don't know.
Pokemon in the multiverse.
I think it's like magic in space. There we go. I think that's a good way to describe
Okay.
it. So if you like magic, you'll definitely enjoy this game, guys. So there we go. All right, Dennis apparently has fallen asleep because we're going too long with this segment, but I have to go through all these things, dude. We have to. This is how we make our bread and butter. This is how we keep the lights on. That's how we keep this light on in front of me, the lights behind me, even though this is all government paid. It's okay. But guys, we're going to move on because we want to get to our guests and we don't want to keep them sitting in there too long. But we're going back to doing our segments that we haven't done in. God, it's been a while since we've done like our real segments, hasn't it? Did we do?
That's all right. No, we didn't do them last week. We had our LA Comic Con recap, but I mean that was good in itself.
We had Funky and Ricky on,
Yeah.
which Funky, Ricky, you guys, I love you guys, honestly. And Ricky, I'm going to make an appointment with you to get my hair cut. I didn't get a chance to do it. I wanted
Same here.
to do it this time around.
Yeah, this is unreally. Gotta fix this up.
Mike's all like, yeah, right there, I got some hair. You know, Ricky would be all like, yeah, bro, I'll do that.
That's
But we're going to move on to our first segment for tonight, which is Woo! This week in Geek History, which is not up. Why did it not? Nope, that's news. There we go. This week in Geek History, we're going to kick it off old school, real old school, 1951. I Love Lucy. This is one that I was like, Nancy put it in the chat. God, I really hope she knows this show.
Yes, I love this show.
Yes,
this is my good feel show.
Oh, I love this show. I mean, this was a great, great show. Did you know? Now, just like for those of you guys out there, if you've never watched I Love Lucy, shame on you. Tell them, Nancy. Tell them shame on you.
Shame on you.
All right, thank you.
I don't know. That sounds kind of salty.
Yeah, there was a little salt in that.
That does sound kind of salty.
That hit a spot with Nancy. All right, we got something.
I've cosplayed her before, twice already. So
really?
Yes, I need to do a new one for sure.
You should do the one where she's doing right there with the chocolate factory.
I'd want to see Vitamita Vegemin.
Oh God, Vitamita. She should. Yeah. Oh my God, I'll build you like a little cart to walk around that says Vitamita Vegemin on it.
I can't even say it.
I can't either. But
Vitamita Vegemin.
So this show was tremendously groundbreaking in its own sense. I mean, this thing has won 4 Emmy Awards and running for 6 seasons successfully. This was the original one. Not talking about what was the next one that came after that? It was it was still I Love Lucy, but it was in color, and it wasn't Desi Arnaz. Desi was no longer with them on the show. It was more of her and Ethel's like antics. Yeah. So that one didn't run as long. They were trying to keep the whole thing going, but it just didn't work. But this show went for 6 seasons. 6 seasons, and it was amazing. Now, did you know, Nancy, that because of the show, Lucy and Ricky created a whole studio, which was Desi Lou Studio, and they said that Lucy was like, she was the man. Like, she was ruthless in the way she worked, but she got her work done, and she built up an empire. It was insane. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad you know that. Do you have a favorite episode?
An episode, I don't know. I like a few because I like this one obviously, and then the vitamin one, and then the grape stomping one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the one where she was pregnant and they couldn't say that she was pregnant, but that was like a whole thing back in the day in the 50s. And yeah, there's a lot of episodes. I love the show.
Mike, do you have a favorite episode?
Vitamin Benjamin. I mean, I remember when that was coming up, so many people were like tripped up on saying it. And that's definitely like one of the things where I realized, I had like a command of the articulators because I was able to like just go and crack that out. So have I even tried that while simulating the same conditions? I have, and I can still say it.
So Dennis says that his favorite one was where she dressed up as
Superman.
And George Reeves, who played Superman, ends up showing up on the show, which was actually really cool. My favorite, I'm going to say, was when she had to do, or when she was in Hollywood, and she had...
she was fangirling?
She was, but it was also when she met with the Duke, John Wayne, and they had to redo his feet, his footprints.
That
was great. And then he's all like, at the end, he's all like, "Don't worry, I got a 12-month supply," and all those people brought in. That was a great episode. I love that. Oh, look who's on! Drum roll, he said. Ricky's on. He's watching.
Hey, all right, there he is.
Oh, little Ricky playing. Ricky said little Ricky playing the drums. That was his favorite episode, which was the one where, is it the one where he's actually in the background with his little jazz band, and he was just like, because he looked funny when he was doing that.
No, I think it's the one where like he kept playing the whole night, and then
my God.
Yeah, everybody got annoyed.
No, it was the one. Ricky's saying that it was the one where he was jamming, so it was that one. Oh shoot, I know my Lucy. Oh damn, I know a lot of things, don't I? Okay, moving on. Next we've got
Hell yeah,
Candyman.
Love it.
Mike,
love it.
You were the one like, oh my God, I love this.
Oh yeah, Candyman 1992. That was always the movie that was available at Warehouse, and I remember I would always go, and I'm just like, how is that about a guy that sells candy? And it wasn't until I saw it in 92. I think I was 5, so I was pretty traumatized from the early times of like seeing this. But then it wasn't. It was a lot like Poison Ivy, where I saw when I was like 93. I'm just like, that's cool. And then I saw it again as a man. I'm just like, this hits on so many levels. And then I actually got the chance to go and meet Tony Todd and chat it up with him for a little bit. I mean, it's prolific. And then like seeing Tony Todd like also in Night of the Living Dead. So I mean, Candyman was definitely where a lot of the awareness started with me for Tony Todd, and then kind of just like really like diving into the movie, how it's that like dude, I love a good slasher, but I love representation, and just the fact that you had freaking Tony Todd as Daniel, but like he's like eloquent, he's articulate, and he's got that like very Dracula mystique about it, where he's like looking at Virginia Madsen, and he's like saying, "Just be my victim," and like you could hear that vulnerability in his voice. And I mean, for the longest time, like I've always like really liked that, because it's just like, dude, this guy has like a command of his voice, and he's so creepy, but I mean, dude, that is a nice sultry voice that he has. So I'm just like, oh, I love Candyman.
Ricky agrees with you. He says Tony has the best voice for horror.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he has a great voice for horror. And with this movie, oh my God, I lost my notes. There's my notes. So if you didn't know this movie was actually based off a Clive Barker short story.
Oh yeah.
And it was called The Forbidden.
And we know why it's forbidden, right?
Tell us, why is it
okay
forbidden?
So it is forbidden because Tony Todd does portray Daniel R, and it's during the time of the antebellum, where interracial relations are completely forbidden. Well, Daniel is a prolific artist, so he is actually hired by white plantation owners to go and really paint portraits. In fact, I put it on my Instagram today. So I did do an Instagram post where it is Daniel or Tony Todd doing a sketch of Poison Ivy. But the whole idea of it is Daniel falls in love. He falls in love with this one white woman as he's doing the portrait. The rest of the village figures out, wait a minute, he fell in love with this white woman. and the white woman becomes pregnant. The dad goes and pays off the village to actually take Daniel, string him up, and run him all through town. And then they proceed to massacre him. So they smear him in candy, or not candy. They smear him in honey. They cut off his hand, and then they set him ablaze, putting him to Candyman. And now he is just this like vengeance figure, this folktale, if you will. That is, it transcends so many other levels. But oh my goodness, the lore, it's a rabbit hole.
Well, they attempted to reboot this, and it completely bombed.
It did bomb. However, I did appreciate the second attempt because it's yeah. I definitely still appreciate it. So it did bomb, but yeah, I saw it. I was just like, dude, the music box, like it got me. Like I'm just like, nope, I like both of them.
So the only thing that I got with the reboot was that they tried very hard to make it if I get hate, but make it more woke.
Oh, well, yeah.
Which it's like, look, the first time around there was nothing wrong with it. There was no need to change anything. Mike just described the whole thing, which it still gave it a great story, and it still had a lot of what needed to be said in that story. And you don't need to remake it and be all like, hey, this is what I think now. It's like, nah, whatever. But as Mike kept saying, white woman, probably going to get hate for this one. I kept picturing Blazing Saddles when the sheriff jumps out. He's all, "Where are the white women?" And he takes off running. So I was every time he said it, I was like, I want to say it.
Yep. Yeah. But this is why we are on the Geek Saga and loving every minute of it.
Yeah. We're going to say whatever we want. I'm sorry, guys. But
we are salty.
Next one, we've got, oh, shoot. No, too far. There we go. Nightmare Before Christmas, which is, look at, I got the big smile on Nancy's face. She's like, I know this one. All right. Talk to me, Nancy. What do we got on?
This is a movie that I watch like every year. I never get bored of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if they're making a live action.
Ooh, that does not sound good.
No?
So you guys have obviously had to have seen all the other Disney live actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So out of all those live actions, which ones were the best? Or which one was the best? Because all the other ones were kind of like...
I mean, if Tim Burton does it, it might work.
But here's the thing, is it works on just this level. It looks great. We don't need a live action, anything of it, because it captures all the creepiness. It captures everything. And Ricky's saying answer is none. Thank you, Ricky. He answered it. But the whole thing about Nightmare Before Christmas is about the claymation. Exactly. So Regina's on and said, everything about it is the fact that it was claymation. It looked amazing. Live action would be too scary. Now you're talking that it's going to be, you're going to see a lot of these characters, and who knows what rating you might get, because think about it. Oogie Boogie, if he was live action, I think that'll scare the crap out of the kid. Even the 3 kids right here. What were their names? Anybody?
I don't remember.
I forgot. Bugsy, Mugsy, Tubsy. Yeah.
But yeah, like Disney is just it's just what they're doing is they're trying to just bring back stuff and make it live action because they figure they're going Lock, Stock, and Barrel. That's what their names are.
That's a good movie. I love that movie.
With coming in clutch, but so Disney has not hit with them. The only one that was somewhat of a hit, I would say, was Beauty and the Beast. After that, it was just all downhill.
I was thinking of Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. I definitely
Let's
didn't
talk.
Beauty
Oh,
and the Beast.
That
shock.
one was too long.
What was that?
I'm like, that one was too long for me.
What Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was actually not bad. But this, as live action, bad. So Disney, if you're listening, yes, I said it. Bad. Bad. Shame on you, Disney.
I mean, you could always invite us for a screening, and then we'll give you our real opinion. So just invite us. Yeah,
Mike, always the diplomat. There
of
you go.
course. Yep, I'm building bridges here.
I just burn him. Let's just watch him burn, Holmes. But Danny Elfman was not only composed the film's music, but he also provided Jack Skellington's singing voice. You know who Danny
Oh,
Elfman
yeah.
did his voice for singing, at least. My stepfather actually used to dress Danny Elfman's band for the album covers.
Oh,
And also
nice.
for other promotions, so he knows him. It was
Oh
actually
man.
yeah. So
Any way to get him on the show?
nope.
All right.
That's a hard no there. But
For sure.
what else? Yeah, Ricky's saying Toy Story live action. What nightmares are made of?
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
Yeah, that's now they're talking in the chat. So yeah, it is true. That would be a horrific movie.
Yeah.
If the story was made live action. But moving on to the next one, which is our final one, is The Ring, premiered in 2002. So how scared were you guys when you saw this movie?
I've seen better.
Nancy?
I watched it a long time ago and I only remember parts of it.
Oh my god. It's okay. Because this movie actually spawned a ton of other movies that kind of fell in line with this. And it was taking movies that were made in Japan and adapting them to American cinema. So this was one of those that actually was made. That it was a classic Japanese horror called The Ringu. And they remade it and it actually did really well. So this is something that they could, like, Japanese horror can be remade American style and it's going to be okay. Disney doing their cartoons to live action, not good. Japanese, you see but so The Ring is also based off of a novel the same name by Koji Suzuki. I butcher every name, so it doesn't matter. It was a huge hit. It was during that time when a lot of scary movies were coming out and making a lot of money, and they were doing this whole same style where these chicks would walk around like crabs or
come out of TVs and
yeah, come out of the TV, come out of the well, and then it made us really scared of little kids because little girl. I mean, kids are scary as it is. Yes, Mike. Oh, all right. So that is This Week in Geek History. So, guys, honestly, from the comedic hijinks of Lucy to the spine-chilling horror of Candyman and The Ring, and the imaginative world of The Nightmare Before Christmas, This Week's Geek History offers a mixture of entertainment in geek history.
Spooky vibes.
What?
Sorry. I don't know.
Okay, that's. All right, guys. Should we do the news or should we just bring on our guests?
Get our guests. Bring them out.
yes.
Get the guests.
Okay, because there was some good news. So.
The news isn't going anywhere.
Well, see, the thing is that the news helps us to get attention too.
Oh yeah, we could do the news after our guests. Our guests they've been listening, and I'm sure they're excited for revealing everything they've seen. Yeah.
Hold up. All right. All right, guys. So we're gonna bring in our guests.
Right.
They're with Cosplay for Kids, and this was something that Mike. These are people Mike and Nancy had met not only at the Cosplay for Kids, but also for the Terrifier 3, which I don't understand what people like about that.
And that's okay. That's okay.
It's just so weird.
Could you imagine understanding everyone? Ugh, no way.
I'd like to, but I know because I didn't like I watched the second one and I was like,
I know.
The second one only, and then I was like, I need to watch the first one. I still haven't watched the first one, but I need to watch it.
My God. I'm going to say that the first one wasn't bad because you're getting the first time with the actual clown. But yeah, part 2 was just like, now you're adding in, again, a creepy child. She was creepy as hell. And she's taking a dump on the ground. She's just.
Yep. Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about poop lately. There definitely has. Yeah.
There's always talk about poop. Poop is great.
Yep.
It's natural.
Yeah.
See, Nancy said it.
That sounds like the second salty thing today.
Listen, guys. You guys, if I get hate mail for this, but the fact is, girls do poop. And they actually do fart. There we go, guys. That's news for today. Moving on to our guests. We're going to bring them in now. Let's bring them in.
All right.
What's going on, guys? That's an intro.
Hey, guys.
Never have.
Do they poop? I'm wondering, do they poop?
They do.
Is it like a special poop, like unicorn?
Oh,
rainbow?
They do not. I'm sorry. I hate to say this, but it's not rainbows and sprinkles. And then when they fart, it does not just go out like glitter, even though that would be cool.
That would have been cool.
It
Yeah.
would be.
But
Yeah.
what you know, what
It's a
guys?
special batch.
Bath salts. Anyways,
Sauce.
guys, welcome to the show, and it is awesome to have you on. Nancy and Mike have been talking about you guys, and the fact that not only did they get to go with you guys to that parade that you guys had over the weekend, which is awesome that you invited them, but also you guys got to go see the Terrifier 3, which I still don't understand.
We did. It was a great movie.
See, I don't get it.
Okay, all that blood.
And don't get me wrong. Like, I grew up during the 80s, and a lot of our movies were just blood and guts and slasher films. But I think they've now taken it to the point where it's just like,
They gotta get the people in there, you know.
But
I know.
I like it though, because it's
That's
very
why
like
with everybody, wanting to go.
Says the guy who doesn't like gory movies.
I don't.
I know. He's like, he don't want to watch it. He's like, I don't know, and he's like, I'm gonna throw up.
As
Were you
nervous
like,
as
oh
I
my
am right now,
God,
I think I was more nervous about the Terrifier.
Was that you throughout the whole movie? You're just like, I
was like,
all right, guys. So give us your names and let's hear it.
Ricky.
And then
Ricky?
Rosie.
And Rosie. Welcome
Yes.
to the show, guys. So you guys are Cosplay for Kids.
We all are Cosplay for Kids.
We all are. But so tell me about Cosplay for Kids, because I really want to know. I've seen you guys on Instagram. These guys were talking you guys up about, being at the parade, and then the greatest thing that ever happened at a parade, which was Edward James almost yelling my name. But I want to know about Cosplay for Kids. So tell us what you guys are all about.
We are nonprofit. We do a lot of charity events. We have upcoming trunk or treats. You name it. We try to help people in need. The whole team we have right now, they've been,
So
helping in any way they can as well.
So what charities have you worked with? I mean, because I get it. You guys are a charity yourselves, but what is it that you are aiming to, like, who do you work with, or who have you donated whatever funds that you have collected?
It's not about, I don't know how to say it, like,
Right now we haven't had a chance to join any big charity groups or anything like that, but it's more like LA school district. Last year with one of our friends, we got to go to one of the schools in LA district and take toys for the
Okay.
kids and like candies and things like that. But I mean, I know he's hoping to one day go maybe with Chalk Hospital or St. Jude's, anywhere like that. That's our main goal right now.
We have a person who actually, two charities that we might be able to connect you guys with, but that could help you guys out to get into those hospitals. So, how did you guys come up with the idea for the cosplay for kids?
Well, it started with one of our other friends, Enrique. He goes by the Joker car. He has a whole Joker built. So we started talking, and from there it just started growing.
And then since he's been doing cosplay for like a good 10 years, maybe, it kind of
Like
just went from there. We
2014,
just
yeah.
kind of started meeting new people, and they all started joining the group, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
Nice. So, well, I'm hogging up the mic here, guys. What do you guys have? Any questions for them?
Yeah, so Chalk,
Oh,
St.
there-
Jude. What else do you got? Talk to me, man. I'm
I mean,
running around those
I
places.
did message them. I emailed them, but
Yeah.
nothing happened. So,
Yeah, don't worry, nothing happened. What's gonna happen once they have two Batman go in there?
I was gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah. We're gonna kick those doors open. And we're gonna be just like, here you go, kids. This is all for
Yeah.
you. Oh yeah, that's all it
So-
takes, man.
So, Ricky, what cosplays have you done? So, you've been doing it since 2014. What have you been doing? What have you done since then?
I've been doing mostly Batman.
Okay.
I started with the Christian Bale, and from there it just started, evolving into what I have right now.
Nice. And then, Rosie, what have you done as cosplay wise?
I haven't done it that long. I've only been doing it for maybe 6 years the most.
Mhm.
I started off with Poison Ivy, actually. That was my first cosplay. And then I just stuck to Catwoman. I've been doing a few Catwoman. But I mean, he's mainly the one that just enjoys it the most. And I go along sometimes as well.
So, when you go out to events, what is it that you do with the kids?
We try to interact with them when it's like the schools. We all get together. We get gifts. We had 3 cars, full trunks full of gifts to give out to that school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, oh shoot, I just lost you guys. Wrong thing. Wait, nope. I hate when I mess with stuff like that. All right, we're gonna leave it like that. I was trying to get you guys bigger, but sorry. So, so Ricky, what's your costume made out of? Like, what is it that you've used? Is it like EVA foam, or are you doing some 3D printing? What do you got?
It's like a EVA foam, but it's something different in there. It's the prop makers that do it, so I wouldn't really.
Oh,
Your mask though, wasn't it like I don't know?
Urethane.
Like,
Yeah, that's
like
in the urethane.
okay.
The thing, once the sun hits it, it just heats
Heats
up and you start feeling it.
and it was hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was toasty. Yeah, it was pretty toasty.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
mean,
So-
we've done the Huntington Beach 4th of July parade. That was
Mhm.
what, like two
That was this year. That was this year.
2 hours, no?
Yeah, it was like a 2-hour walk
2-hour walk
uphill.
in costume.
Yep.
in costume. Yeah.
Jeez, that's rough. I mean, we've seen when we were at LA Comic Con, we saw a lot of different cosplayers, but they were all under the roof and in that nice AC. And we had our very own Chicano Batman out there doing interviews, and our Salinas walking around with her cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to put some ears on that thing. So, Ricky and Rosie, are like when it comes to building the costumes, have you attempted to like do it yourself? Have you done it, or are you still like you're still learning all that
I
stuff?
had a Batman suit that I kind of started pushing it to the side, and it came to me, why not build it as a Wolverine? So I started painting it, getting one of our friends to 3D print parts and all this stuff. So
Huh, all right. And so are you gonna stick with just the Batman, or are you gonna move to some Wolverine, or you've got other ideas?
I mean, I do want to do different things, but once you have that, the Batman,
It's a brand,
you
dude.
say to that character.
It's a good brand. You see it, and it's just like that
Yeah.
Batman. The Batman that you have, you see it, and it's just like, yeah, right there. That's like the armored suit. You could definitely pull off the armored suit, and it's definitely just like, all right, I definitely see that. And it's just like, yeah, it definitely works, especially with the holster. The holster, it definitely brings a certain level of tacticality to it, and
Yeah.
it's amazing how you're able to like really physicalize that. So I mean, yeah, man, you got a really good brand with Gotham.
Thank you.
And then
You
Rosie,
look great as well, both of you guys. I mean, it's a whole different Batman, but it's just great.
it's definitely a different Batman.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's his own. It's his own.
Yeah. And then Rosie, what do you have plans to do other, or is it just you're gonna try to hone in on that Catwoman?
I think I'm set on my Catwoman. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Are you guys planning just to stick to DC Comics or also Marvel? Because I know you guys brought in Spider-Man and Captain America.
Yeah, so we do have other cosplayers that do cosplay at different, they do Marvel, DC, Disney, Zombies, Little Legends. That's him. So yeah, I mean, shout out to all the teams.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Yeah, it's a great team.
Yeah, I
So-
know. I know. Like you had who is it? Nightwing, who does the 3D printing for
Yeah, Nightwing does
yeah,
3D
for the
printing.
mask, and I think for his son, he did some of the parts on his
He did his son's whole suit.
It's so
He's
cool.
good with the whole sewing and all that stuff.
Not
so.
just 3D printing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does sewing as well.
Nice.
And then Red Hood, he's great
Yeah.
with painting. He does his masks.
Oh.
Great job on that.
Yeah, I saw his work. It's really good.
Yeah.
So as this year's winding down, do you have any more events for this year?
We do have a lot coming up. So hopefully you guys can join as well.
And then for next year, what are you looking to expand? Like
We're trying to get out there, trying to make it bigger.
Yeah. So what events do you have to end this year? Where are you going to be at?
I know
Saturday.
Well, this Saturday we do have the truck and treat,
Mm-hmm.
and I know for December we were talking about doing same thing, visiting a LA school district and donating as well.
And then maybe adding on an Orange County school as well to maybe do like a toy drive.
Cool. Yeah, Nancy was talking about a toy drive, and I was like, we can do that.
Yeah,
But
we
we're
can.
going to start planning it for next year. We're way too close to Christmas to be able to try to pull something together, because it's great to have those toy drives, but you got to have a catch, a gimmick to get these people to come over and want to drop the toys, because I'm not saying that people don't want to just give because, out of the goodness of their hearts, but that's something that
it's going to be something that
exactly, yeah.
Donate.
Yeah. Donate and I'll let you take a picture with me.
Yeah. Chicano Batman.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, there's a number of things I got going on through here. Especially once you say orange, hey, you want to school in orange? I could make that happen.
Yeah. We want to do something here local, instead of going out to LA.
Yeah, I could definitely make that happen.
So you guys are based out of Orange County?
Yeah. And
Okay.
our other friend, since we started together, he's in LA, so he does mostly that area. When there's anything going on, it's LA, so that's when we all go over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You should tell him to go to Evergreen Elementary School. That's my old elementary school that I went to.
Maybe you could tag along and
Hey, shoot,
say hi to
Your teachers.
Go and live stream.
They'll see me, they'll be like, oh God, there he is now.
They're gonna run away from him.
Oh yeah, they'll run. They're gone. But no, yeah, I grew up in East LA, so that is my old little elementary school that I went to, and actually that'd be pretty cool to do something for that school.
That would be. Yeah, local guy gives back.
Mhm.
Local veteran gives back.
Veteran?
Dude, that is like, yeah, it's a good idea, man.
When you say it like that, it sounds like the local veteran.
Good old the local veteran gives back. That's eye catching, man. That'll get Mr. Almost back on the show and get us to Tim Burton to go and screen his movies.
It'll get Danny Elfman on the show for sure.
Oh, dude, I would love to chat with Danny Elfman. Oh yeah, man.
That would be crazy, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
wish my stepfather still had that connection. But so, God, so Ricky, you've done the cosplay for 14 years. Have you always? And this is a question I ask everybody, and I actually asked somebody on Sunday this question. He got really red that I even said it, but it's okay. Have you always been a geek? And it's not a bad thing to be a geek, guys.
It's not a bad thing. I think I have since day one. Once I popped out, I was a geek. You know, with glasses.
You shot out, you slipped right into that bat costume, and it was just waiting.
Yep.
For you. You're just like, "Aye, look at this." So, growing up, what was it that was your thing that you actually geeked out on the most?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, like comic books, movies.
it would be the whole cartoons. You know, watching cartoons, Power Rangers, the
Okay,
animated Batman.
which was so good. That was
Yeah.
such a great show.
The new one. Have you guys seen the new?
Yeah, like that
Oh,
new one.
email, so I'm not going to say anything. So, but these two did. They loved it.
I did.
I think it was good.
I can't wait for the next one. Hopefully they go and they bring out Poison Ivy finally.
For real.
I
And
got it.
then, so Rosie, what about you? Because you said you're coming new to the whole kind of cosplay scene, but have you always been kind of that like? Geek?
I mean, I liked Batman since before I met him, but I think he's the one that really got me into it. Once we got married,
I mean,
yeah.
she saw me in the suit and she's like, "It was mine right here."
Damn, she's all like pulled out the whip. Get over here.
And then now we have a family, so it's like we are getting my daughter into that as well. She loves it as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I did that to my daughter, and now she's like, every Halloween she wants a new and more elaborate costume. I'm like, oh God, I should have never done this.
Well, she
So
likes
we went-
going to the conventions, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, she goes to the conventions and she dresses up as well.
Did you guys get out to LA Comic Con? Because, I mean, I
Yes.
don't think we saw you guys. You
Yes,
guys
we were
Yeah, we
there.
were there.
Oh my
Yeah, we were
God. How do we miss him? How did I miss him?
Well,
What was up?
we were trying to get up there and visit, but we were literally stuck down there on the main lobby. So
Oh no! Oh man!
That's not a problem. That's not a bad problem to have where they're stopping you every like few feet and you're taking pictures with people.
Wait, what day did you
Yeah.
guys go?
On Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday we did. He was Wolverine, I was X-23, and then my daughter was Storm. Yeah.
That's seriously cool. My daughter did. We got a movie accurate, like full on X-23 costume from Logan, and she actually participated in the cosplay contest at LA Comic Con. The year that she did that, it was actually I was proud of that costume. Got everything. But
nice.
anyways, it's actually really cool that you're showing your daughter that it's okay to be this. And people always hate using the term geek, but being a geek and having fun with it.
It's nice. I mean, they get to express a different personality, you know.
Exactly. They get to show their creativity by creating these costumes, and then they get to have fun walking around, and people, especially at conventions, they get that chance to be able to like take pictures because they really want to take pictures with kids.
Well, I know now that you also say that, and this is also just kind of calling it back to what David said last week, where we are definitely looking for that future bridge into which we'll have the Geek Saga kids, and we'll really invite like the kids and just like kind of the next generation of geeks to like really come and express how they really feel about the fandoms.
Exactly. Well said, Mike. Well
Thank
said. So, Ricky, Rosie, do you guys have plans on like trying to get into conventions where you have a table to, show off cosplay for kids?
One of our members actually told us to do that, but I don't know. I mean, something different for us. So.
It's a lot of fun to be at those conventions, and these guys have now. Well, Mike's always been on the other side of the convention side, so he knows what it's like. Nancy this year got to experience that. Which, Nancy, what was that like?
It's a lot of work. Well, because like it was my first time going to San Diego this year as well. So from going to San Diego and like just being in there, it was new and different. And then coming to LA Comic Con and working it, it was like it's completely different. It's really cool. Yeah, it's just so tiring.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of hours on your feet, but it's so cool. You get to meet a lot of people. You get to connect with them, and it's the best thing. It's the best feeling ever.
And that would be the best thing for you guys because of making those connections. So there's so many cons that are going on all the time. Like the current one that's coming up, I would say would be
New York Comic Con. Yeah, Pasadena. Well, I mean, New York's going on right now, but then Pasadena's going in January.
Well, I'm talking local, so they could actually get to it.
The Long Beach one, right?
Oh yeah, so there's a Latino Comic Expo.
Expo, but Long Beach Comic Con, they're going to be bringing back Long Beach next year, possibly.
Oh, Long Beach Comic Con?
Yeah, I know Julio from We Can Be Heroes.
All right.
He's been in talks with doing something to get that thing going again. So, but obviously everything costs money. And those booths are not cheap, but like somewhere like Pasadena Comic Con is something that is very small, and you can make a lot of great connections. And a lot of the actors that show up for those things are very accessible. So it can definitely help out the charity to get things rolling when you get some of these people to take pictures with you guys or, make connections where they'll actually, just like Project Wish Upon a Star, which we were fortunate enough to team up with over at LA Comic Con, these people start to actually come to you and say, hey, we'll sit at your booth and do some signings for you guys if you guys want that, to attract the people over to you guys.
Yeah. All right. That's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, there's a lot, man. You get me going and I'll tell you, pull out a pad and paper and
yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a really good problem.
Good problem to have.
All right.
But so, guys, where can people find you guys if as far as internet, social media, all that wonderful stuff?
Instagram, Cosplay for Kids. My main page, what is it?
Gotham Bat
_ SI.
And then mine's Rosie, but I mean, Cosplay is the main page to go to.
Follow Cosplay for Kids and follow the rest of the team right there. The Ancient God,
the
Joker
at
color.
this time, you guys aren't taking any donations or anything like that?
We haven't, done anything like that. Usually the whole members donate from their pocket to start getting things going like that. So
I would suggest going, and those, was it the coffee where people can buy a coffee?
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely something that you guys should do, which we have. I just don't ever announce it, that we actually have. Buy us a slice of pizza and it helps us keep the lights on. There you go, guys. Click on the link in the bio. And people can donate, and people have done that for us, which is great. And, $5 here, $2 here, whatever, and yeah, I got a lot of ideas.
We're new to this, so I mean, it's good to hear all this stuff.
It is, and there's a lot to it because running a charity is no joke. I actually have a whole actual business write-up for a charity. Mark Weiss of Comic Books for Kids is a great source that you can, if I can get you connected with him, he can definitely help you guys out. The dude is so nice. Mike,
talk to me.
Remember Mike Weiss?
Of course, I remember. Yeah, good guy. Good guy. In addition, for any of the other kind of bits and pieces that you need for actually running the 501c3, like especially if you're going to start looking into like generating a mission statement, or if you need bylaws or board of directors, definitely reach out to me too. I mean, got formal education in that stuff.
There you go. Mike knows his stuff.
He does.
Yes, sir.
Mike and Mark. We'll start with Mike. We'll get you guys connected with Mark, who can actually get you guys connected with a bunch of hospitals that probably can get you guys rolling with that stuff. So I think that the freaking ghost is really kicking in.
Oh, speaking of Ghost, hey, yeah, I actually sang to all these peeps in the movie theater, man. You missed it. If you were there, I would have sang to you too. Yeah, man. I've been singing that song the whole time, dude. Spooky? God.
What song? What song did Mike sing?
Spooky.
Oh yeah,
Spooky.
you were singing
Yeah, he
that.
did.
Oh man, I was already a couple of drinks in, but yeah. Oh man, no, it was so good, man. It was
Those drinks, though. Those drinks.
Yeah, they were.
Coffee one was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Welcome to the Geek Saga Alcoholic Hour. Go, guys, let's hear. No, I'm kidding. No, really, I'm kidding. I don't care. I don't drink, but you guys, enjoy it.
That was good.
But guys, thanks for coming on to the show and also chiming in when we were giving away the Terrifier tickets. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
We did. It was great.
Yes,
It was a great movie, and it was nice, catching up with Mike and Nancy. So
Yeah, and I know these guys are like wanting to do more things with you, and I'm telling you, Nancy has told me, hey, so we're gonna, because she's our producer, so she just kind of was like, so we're gonna do this with them. I said, okay. That's pretty much it. I'm now the shake my head and
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. No.
So guys, we definitely want to do more things with you guys. Any way that we could help you guys out, we'd love to.
Okay,
if you
perfect.
need any ideas, I mean, like Mike said, if you need help with your
we'll keep in touch with them and communicate and see if you guys have something going on that we can, be a part of. Let us know as well.
Well, we'll definitely help you build up the charity to get to that spot that you want to. But let me just tell you guys one more thing. It's a huge, huge responsibility once you get it going. That's what Mark said. Mark told me, because I actually got in contact with him afterwards and was telling him my idea. He's like, I started off by just getting one little box of comic books that I wanted to get to a charity. And he said 6 months later, I was in a storage unit with boxes upon boxes, not really knowing what am I going to do with all this stuff. And now he is 7 years later is the number one children's charity for when it comes to this type of stuff in
International
States. And he's become international.
Yeah, he's international.
UK, Canada. He's trying to get down into South America. So it could happen. It's a lot of work. So
takes time. But yeah, that'll happen.
We have the whole team. Everybody can take a little part, and just we can make it happen.
Awesome. All right, guys, again, thanks for coming on. Sorry it took so long to get you on. But we want to definitely hear more about what's going on with you guys. So by all means, hit us up. And then again, let's talk outside of here, and we can definitely work some things out and see what we can do for you guys. Sounds good?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, Ricky, Rosie, you guys have a good night. It was awesome having you guys on.
Too.
All right. We're out. And man, I don't have a thing.
Yeah.
All right. Ricky's going to take us out with some freaking, what do they call the
Bat doozy, dude.
He's out.
Oh, beautiful. Amazing stuff, man.
All right, guys. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
They're cool. They're super chill.
Yeah. We gotta definitely see what else we can do with them and see how we could help them out.
Agreed.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I don't know. Do we want to do the news? We could hold off on. Well, do you guys want?
News is still there. It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
All
it's still
Do the
there.
news. Yeah.
Then let's do this.
Like-
Nancy, you started it before it's like, I was like, okay, here she goes. Oh man. All right, guys. So I this is a book that I read, and it was just a by chance that I actually read it. But it's Stephen King. Do you guys big Stephen King fans? No Stephen King fan?
Yeah. Like a few Stephen King's things.
I read it back in school. I don't read it anymore.
Wow.
I know. It's bad.
I used to read. I don't read no more.
I know. I try so much. I start books and then I never finish them.
You know what? David's not here. We can welcome you into the world of audiobooks.
That's why I read audiobooks.
Yep. I love reading audiobooks too, David.
Yep. I'm reading through Salem's Lot right now, and that's actually a really good Stephen King book. And the only reason why I went back to read it was because I just watched the new Salem's Lot movie, which was garbage.
I think I watched it too. Is that the one with? Wait, how did it go? I watched it this weekend. I think with my mom. That one? Is it that?
Vampires in the little town of Salem's Lot.
Yes, that one.
It was garbage.
Yeah, that one.
It was
It
horrible.
was garbage.
It was garbage.
Craptastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah, exactly. So the bad thing is that like a lot of Stephen King movies are hit and miss. You will get some that are good. Cujo, Carrie, Christine, the original It miniseries, Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
I like Pet Cemetery.
Oh yeah, that was one of the good ones.
Yeah, it was a good one. The Shining is good, but Stephen King denounces it because he says Kubrick did a piss poor job of it, adapting his story to film. But there's so many other ones that are really good, and then there's some that are really bad.
Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet. I love Silver Bullet.
Hey, there you go. To each his own. Yeah.
No, it was great. You didn't like it?
Dude, I saw it. I was just like, I couldn't get into it, man.
Oh,
I tried watching it as a kid, and then I tried watching it as a man. I'm just like, nah, couldn't get into it.
I love that. That's one of my favorite Stephen King movies. And as a kid, that was one of my favorite Stephen King movies because it has a kid who is fighting a werewolf. It's like, dude, how cool is that?
Yeah, I think werewolf, and I'm like American Werewolf in London. That's my werewolf movie.
Which you do know that American Werewolf in London is actually a comedy.
Whoa! I could kind of see that now. Huh. I didn't even think about that until now.
It was, and because you got to also look at who actually directed it. It was John Landis.
Oh man,
He's comedic.
Oh, well, I mean, you got Bryan Cranston, who did an amazing job as Walt, and then Jeff Bridges, who's pretty comedic, but he okay, that kind of falls the line of the comedians really being able to be dark and somber.
Yeah, because I mean, you think about it, you're seeing his buddy who's decaying and keeps popping up every so often. Yes, you do get some horror, but then there's still the comedic aspect to it. So yeah, it was a horror comedy. Nancy doesn't know what we're doing.
No.
Nancy, watch American Werewolf in London. You would actually like American Werewolf.
You would love it. You would love it. Yeah.
There's a lot of blood.
No, and that's the thing is there's not a lot of blood.
It's a good story. It's a
really good story, and actually the transformation from man to werewolf, freaking amazing.
Yeah, I have not seen a good transformation like that in ever.
Yeah.
What is it called?
American Werewolf in London.
Okay.
So, but this book, Fairy Tale, is actually it's a little bit more of a take away from what his normal movies are, or at least his books, because this is now more fantasy based, and it's actually a really good book. I didn't think it was going to be, but I was like, you know what? Let me see what this thing's all about. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a scary movie. It's not, but they want to adapt it from the book to a show, so they want to do a miniseries with it. So he kind of gave away what he wanted to do
with the movie or with the potential show on his podcast. So the original plan, it shifted from I'm all getting tongue-tied. Fairy Tales, Stephen King's novel, was initially set for a movie adaptation, but Universal now is going to be developing it into a 10-episode TV series, which, if you guys don't know, Stephen King's TV shows do far better than the movies.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much better. And the thing is that with a lot of his stuff, it was really cheesy when it was on TV. Like, have you ever seen the original It, Nancy?
The original It, no.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Dude, Mike. Tim Curry as freaking Pennywise.
Yeah. I'm still more traumatized than Bill Skarsgård,
Yeah.
Pennywise. Like that Tim Curry one, I will look at a shower drain. I'm just like, oh God. Oh God. Yeah.
It's gonna that balloon's gonna be coming out of that drain, and it's just gonna.
No. Yeah. That's
Oh.
yeah. It's there, man.
So yes, Nancy, there's another one that you got to watch. The original It. It's a 2-part miniseries. Again, because it was TV, it was a little. It didn't have a huge budget.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a bunch of blood, but it was really good, and it was a little bit better adaptation to the book than the newer one. Which,
Okay.
even then, if you haven't read the book, there's a scene in that book that, or at least a huge chunk, a couple pages of what these kids do, and it's like,
Whoa.
yeah,
Whoa.
wow, really,
Yeah.
Stephen?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but I think this could be a really good miniseries. I read the book; it was really great. I enjoyed the storyline. It's fantasy, and this kid goes down into this like door that leads down into this tunnel. And it pops into this whole world, and it's the underworld, and it's a whole like fantasy world that's happening. And he basically is stepping through like I'm not doing it justice, but trust me, it's a great book. Read it. A24 is taking on the project, and J.H. Wyman, known for Fringe, which, did you guys watch Fringe?
Yeah, I think so.
It was a great show. That was a really good show.
Yeah. I saw bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
It was a really fun show too, which, yeah. If you like sci-fi, check out Fringe. It's a great show. But JH is going to be serving as the showrunner for the show. So I think they can do a really good job with it. That's just my thoughts, So, where's my notes? They always disappear. Okay. Some of the main characters that maybe are going to be attached to this: Paul Greengrass, Captain Phillips, Jason Bourne. Greengrass and Wyman will expand on the existing script. Peter Rice joins Greengrass, Wyman, and King as an executive producer. So they've got some, I don't want to say heavy hitters, but they do have some staying power as far as writers and showrunners for this. So, and it's only a 600-page novel. So it's actually a pretty short Stephen King book. So
when is this coming out?
This is right now is just in the process, development process. So we don't have when it's going to come out just yet, but I'm actually kind of excited to look for. I'm looking forward to this because this could be something good. And if they do it right, which even if it's a small budget, they still, with all the TV shows the way they are, can still do a pretty good job with this.
Okay, and it's coming out of A24. Who's going to be streaming it?
Doesn't say who's going to be streaming it, but A24 does put out some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, man. No, next thing you know, as soon as we kind of just keep tracks on it, and see when they premiere, and then let's go see it. See if we can invite some listeners again.
Yep, we'll definitely be keeping track of this one. So looking forward to it. Next, we've got the Running Man. Josh Brolin lands villain role opposite Glenn Powell in Edgar Wright's reimagining at Paramount. So, Nancy, I know.
It might surprise you. Maybe she did. You should
No.
still ask.
It- this is one of those movies that is definitely like it's a guy movie, you know.
I mean, she might enjoy it. Have you ever seen the first one with Arnold?
The original? No.
Me no.
Oh man, it's a good stupid movie. Oh man,
It's a really good. It is a good. It's one of those guy movies that like most guys have seen it and will go back and watch it again and again because it's just the fun of a movie with Arnold, and it's actually adapted from a book. So, but Josh Brolin has now been attached to it as playing one of the lead villains. So the only reason why I brought this on is because we had actually talked about this in a previous episode with me and David, how Edgar Wright is taking on this project.
Yeah, man, loved him in Baby Driver. Baby Driver is definitely like my favorite one that he's done lately.
Really?
Yeah, man. Well, dude, I used to drive a Subaru, man. So as soon as that opening like scene with the Subaru, like I mean, that is it. Like I can't tell you how many times I did stupid things with my Subaru. So I mean, that's why I love Baby Driver. Like it's just like it's the Subaru scene. Like it's
okay.
Yeah, the rest of the movie, hey, there's a lot. It's a big movie, but yeah, Subaru and Baby Driver and Edgar Wright, just oh my god. Yeah,
so Edgar Wright, if you guys don't know who Edgar Wright is, which I think there are some that are here or out there. Let's just say out there that doesn't know who Edgar Wright is. Edgar Wright did actually a ton of great movies, which are a lot of them were British films. Mm-hmm. So, Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright. At World's End, Edgar Wright. Hot Fuzz, Edgar Wright. And the list goes on and on, but he's done a lot of great movies. So it's kind of like, okay, Edgar Wright taking on The Running Man. This could be actually a pretty good movie because he is a geek, just like the rest of us, and loves this stuff. So him taking on this project, great. Seeing Josh Brolin to land the actual role of the villain. But now the thing is which villain is he? Because if you guys remember, there was quite a few.
Yeah, there were.
Buzzsaw, Sub-Zero, was it Mr. Patriot or Captain Patriot? Which was Jesse the Body Ventura. And then there was Electro, which was the fat dude that was
singing opera.
Yeah, it was singing opera. And what was the name with the dude with the
like the buzzsaw guy, right?
Well, that was Buzzsaw.
Oh yeah,
no,
okay.
The guy that had the jetpack.
I forget, man. I forget. Last time I saw a movie was like maybe like 2 years ago, but yeah, I forgot.
I was on a roll. I was hitting the names.
Well, I mean, I'm also like trying to think. I mean, we're just coming off of like Josh Brolin, possibly even looking at like an aged Hal Jordan. So I mean, if we have like these two, like Josh Brolin's just like, no, Hal Jordan. Let's
go bring him. Turned down the Hal Jordan part
for this, probably.
Huh?
For this, you know, this is gonna be good.
Probably because he's like, dude, really, the last Green Lantern that was put out was garbage. So, yeah, I mean, he potentially could have been taking this role as, you know. But again, they don't say exactly which one of the villains he's going to be, but they said that he is in it. So we're going to look forward to seeing what Josh which line he falls in. I can't see him playing the game show host. I don't think he can.
No, I don't think he would. No,
because that's kind of a waste for at least Josh Brolin. So, but we'll see where they land with the movie. But moving on to the last one. I don't know if you guys saw this, but seeing how you guys are huge DC fans, I said, okay. And also this was something that David threw out there. James Gunn has the perfect response to criticism of the new crypto in his upcoming Star Wars Superman movie. So, Nancy, you know who Crypto is?
Yes, my dog. I used to have a dog, and his name was Crypto.
Okay.
He passed away last year, though. But yes.
So then, all right, you know what Crypto looks like, right?
Yeah, like super big. But my dog looked like him, like kind of small, like fluffy.
Little
It was like
Frito-Lay.
those Mexican fluffy white dogs.
The one that you
Little
threw out just to
Frito-Lay.
pee, and you're like, come here, come here, come here. That you found off the street or something? Because that's
Yeah.
usually how we get our dogs, you know. We don't go to dog pounds. We just like, look at that. I don't think it's got a collar. We're gonna take the dog. Just kidding.
Or the cats. I mean, I do it with my cat.
Oh my God. And you know what? I wouldn't have pictured you with a dog because you have like 15 cats.
I know. It's because I had 2 dogs that passed away last year, and now I have 5 cats.
So there you go, guys. In order to replace dogs, you got to have 5 cats. So the cat to dog ratio is about 2.5 for every 1 dog, 2.5 cats. Just saying.
I got a Chicano bat cat that kind of comes around every now and again. So just go and talk to that guy.
Don't tell Nancy. She's gonna go.
I'll
Hey,
take.
come here.
I know
He
there's one.
belongs to the streets.
He's a black cat, and we
Uh-huh.
called him Bruce. So every time I get home and I see him, like, hi, Bruce.
I'm gonna have you in my room soon. But so there was criticism on that particular dog who's going to be playing crypto, which, guys, sit down, gather around, sit down right here in front of Uncle Eugene. It's okay if the dog doesn't look exactly like what you think the dog should look like.
Yeah.
He's a white dog. So, but James Gunn actually responded to the post, and he sent the guy who was criticizing it where this particular dog was, and it was straight out of the comic books. And he showed him what it looked like. It's a white dog that looked like that. So
There we go.
Yep, he just went. There we go.
See, he has this type of time. I'm pretty sure he could definitely listen to us. If we're just like, hey, James Gunn, please invite us to the studio. We would love to screen this. We have animal lovers.
It would be so cool to be able to have somebody like that on the show or even go to one of the events. But
it's just a matter of time.
Exactly.
All the numbers are out there. I mean, come on. We've had so many numbers just like hit, and we're just pumping them out.
we will get it soon enough. But
There
do it again, Nancy.
we go.
Throw it out to the world.
You too, Eugene. No. We need you, man. Come on, man.
No, Nancy does it best. So I don't have to do it now. It's just like
See, I thought him.
There we go. I should come up with a sound for that.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, do I have a sound right now? Let's try this. Let's see.
Tell me when to go.
I don't know. Let's try this one. As we talk about throwing it into the universe, we're going to. There we go, Nancy. No, that doesn't work. No, that's
enough.
No. How about this one? Let's go with Nancy's rocking it out there in the universe. I'll come up with something for you. Actually, we should do like a little video where you're just like this and just have the mute, and I'll just hit the button like into the universe with Nancy.
Put it out in the universe. Yay.
Oh yeah.
But all right, guys. So that is it for the news. That is it for us. But let's get out of this news before we. Bye. All right, guys. Well, again, it has been a successful show. I have to say, again, awesome.
Yes.
Again.
Always, it's always
Yep.
a successful show. It's always fun to be on. I'm gonna have to make a new one where we can have 3 centered properly. Because this is throwing me off. It's so weird. But holy crap, we got 7 people watching us right now. God, we're gonna have to go for another 2 hours.
Lucky 7. 7 on 7. On 1017.
Guys, if you're just tuning in right now, I'm sorry. We are ending the show right now. But hey, guys, you guys can actually watch this in about 10 minutes on YouTube, so you can get a full recap of what we did tonight and what this show is all about. So you didn't miss anything. You'll be able to go back onto YouTube and watch the whole show and hear about Cosplay for Kids, hear about all the news, and we're now losing everybody.
Nope. Students, if you hear this, check in tomorrow. Oh man.
Just like that.
But anyway, guys, it's been fun. It's always fun to be on. And guys, do you guys have anything to say? Like, you guys have anything coming up that you guys are going to be going to?
Mm,
Now I'm
let's
working
see.
on a couple of things.
Not this weekend for me. I get to finally rest.
Nancy, there's a signing I want you to go to. So
I need a break.
Got a couple of things in the works.
all right, guys. So, guys, everybody that's on Instagram, thank you for watching. It's awesome to see everybody chiming in, and I try to get to as many of the stuff that's being posted up on there. Ricky, Regina, everybody that's out there, you guys are awesome. Everybody that tuned in on YouTube, you guys are great, and on Twitch, love you guys all. Thank you for actually joining us. But we are going to be doing a lot more coming up next year. This year's winding down for us, so we're kind of taking a step back on going to events. But there are some signings that are coming up at Golden Apple that we will be going to, whether it's going to be me or one of these two lovely people.
Or all of us.
Or all of us.
All three. All four. Yeah, we'll go.
Well, it's tough to get David down here from Fresno, but...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I wish he was local. But there are things that are going on up there that we probably going to be going to, which is like at Legends comic book up there in Fresno and a couple other things. So everybody's going to be doing something. We're going to end this year on a high note and then start off next year with a huge bang because we're going to have new shows developed and a whole new channel coming to you guys. So it's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. I'm really excited. And Nancy's like, there we go. Yes. I don't have anything for that. That's when we need that. But yeah, we're going to keep Nancy busy. We're going to keep her really busy as our producer. She's going to have fun with this. Oh God, it's going to be so great. But all right, guys. So that is, like I said, that is it for us for now. Come next week, 7:30. The same time, same channels, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. No, not TikTok. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. But if you are looking for us on our socials, we are on all the socials. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. We're all across at The Geek Saga. You could also check us out on our website, which is at thegeeksaga.com. And if you want to reach out to us, you can DM us on Instagram. I always check it. Nancy's now starting to check it. You could also go on to, or you can email us. And our new email, there's a new one, and I've got it up and running, is info at thegeeksaga.com. So if you guys got events that you want to promote, if you guys got things that you want to talk about and try to get onto the show, if you got a comic book that you want to premiere or something like that, by all means, hit us up and come onto the show. We'll talk to you and we'll see if we can get you on the show. But it's at info at the Geek Saga. And you know what? I almost forgot. So I want to give a quick shout out to. I went down to a new comic book store. Well, it's not a new one, but it's a new comic book store to me, which is Coffee and a Comic Book. It's a great little shop. Yeah, it's actually really cool. It's in Huntington Beach, so it's
nice.
actually over by you guys.
Yeah.
But the thing is that if you buy a comic book, you get coffee.
That's not bad.
Legit
That's
coffee.
a good deal.
It's I think it's about a 1 cup serving. But the store is awesome. Veteran owned and operated. And I'm gonna be talking to the owner really soon because he hit me up and he was like, dude, I heard you were in. I was like, hell yeah, I was there, but missed you by like an hour and a half.
Damn.
I was like, dang, that sucks. But it's really cool, the concept that he has. Because he started off by posting up stuff that he was reading while he was having his coffee. So he decided he opened up the store. And now they give out the coffee with each
Do they
person.
serve coffee?
No, unfortunately they don't. But they may be doing that soon.
They should.
They'll do it for you, Nancy. They will do it for you.
There we go. But this one is pumpkin. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm like,
Ooh, pumpkin spice.
pumpkin spice. I haven't tried it yet, but I brought it up here so I can try it. So we'll see what that's about. So there you go, guys. I want to give a quick shout out to Coffee and Comic Book. And so Huntington Beach, look them up on Instagram.
All right.
All right. All right, guys. So that's it for us tonight. So we will see you guys next week. It's always great to have you guys on, and it's always great to see everybody else. But with that, as we continue to go through all this stuff, come back next week, 7:30 Wednesday, as the saga continues.